my channel. I need to come up with like a catchy phrase to say in the beginning of my videos, but as y'all see by the title, I'm gonna be talking about my hair today. Your girl's gonna be talking about her natural hair, okay? But before I do that, I need you guys to please do me a favor and support your girl. Like this video, comment, let me know some tips on what you guys do to retain length, to keep your hair moisturized, all that good stuff. Help your girl out, because as you can see, my hair is dry. Oh, dry. Capital D. Dry. I'm not gonna do a long intro. I'm about to get into this video right now. So when I was younger, probably I want to say about 7 or 8, I started getting relaxers. I was getting relaxers almost every other week or every other 2 weeks. And this is because my hair is super thick. At the time when I was younger, my hair was super nappy. Nobody liked combing it. Nobody liked doing it. I wasn't at the age to where I was doing my own hair, so I was getting relaxers. Boom. Of course, like I said, I was 7 or 8, so I didn't know that relaxers were damaging my hair. I didn't know getting relaxers this close in a time span was bad. I didn't know any of this. Honestly, I didn't start realizing it until middle school. And really, in middle school, I didn't know my hair was damaged. Like, I thought my straight hair was my natural hair, honestly. So elementary school, middle school, I thought like the relaxed hair was my natural hair. And I'm like, why is my hair so thin? Why is it so greasy? All this stuff. And come to find out, it's because, girl, you've been damaging your hair this whole time. But I was young, so whatever. So it wasn't until my 8th grade year going into my freshman year, my dad was like, you know what, I'll pay for you to get your hair done, but you can't get any sew-ins. It's only braids, and when you get braids, it has to be a bob. So pretty much my braids had to be shoulder length, and they couldn't be longer than that. And I was like, okay, cool, because at this time I was still in middle school, clearly didn't have a job, clearly, like, I'm gonna take what I can get, you guys. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. Oh, and throughout this video, I'm going to be putting pictures and videos so you guys can see my hair and go through this journey with me and kind of get an image in your head. So yeah, I was doing the braids like shoulder length, probably I want to say until I was like a junior. And once I was a junior, I was like, okay, I want to go a little bit longer. My dad was fine with that as long as I didn't go too long. So at this point, my hair had to be, my braids were like right here. And I had a friend who did them, and she actually did a good job, and her price wasn't high. Her price is actually pretty low. It really wasn't until my senior year that your girl just started fucking up. So pretty much from 8th grade year, so like the end of 8th grade year until the end of my junior year, I wasn't doing any relaxers. I really wasn't putting heat on my hair. I got one silk press between that time, and I went to the Dominicans, and it ended up not staying straight. It stayed straight for, I want to say, probably 2 or 3 hours, and after those 2 or 3 hours, my hair puffed up. But other than that, I wasn't putting like heat on it. The only heat I would put is when I would blow dry my hair, because at the time I didn't realize like that was damaging my hair also. Other than that, I was keeping my hair in braids consistently. Like when I tell you guys, I was the type to, for example, if I had braids and my braids were getting old and it was Friday and I'm ready to take them out, if I took my hair out on Friday, then I'm trying to make an appointment for Saturday or Sunday to get my hair done. My hair was my biggest insecurity. I mean, I'm still a little insecure about it, but it's barely. My senior year, I started, you know, testing the waters and going a little bit longer, you get what I'm saying? And my dad was really okay with it. I never went to a length that was like extreme when I was in high school. Really, my braids probably came, the longest was below my boobs, and that's the longest I went in high school. So if you watched my previous videos, I mentioned in one of them, I don't remember exactly, but when I find out, I'm gonna put the card right here if you want to watch it. I talked about how I went through a depression. My depression started my senior year. So it's my senior year. The first couple weeks, you know, I had braids in my hair. I would try all this stuff. Then I started dating a female, and we started dating in the beginning of the school year. So we were dating when I was still trying, when I actually still cared. So I was still, you get what I'm saying, trying to look good, still wearing good outfits, still making sure my hair looked good. Towards the end though, it's my senior year. I don't care. You know what I look like outside of school, so I don't need to dress up at school because I dress up outside of school, and you know what I look like. So at this point, I would wear my hair like this, but my hair had a little bit more curl to it and was a little bit longer. It might have been the same length, but I believe it was a little bit longer. And I remember one day she came up to me and was like, "You just don't try anymore," because I didn't try. She was right. I didn't do my hair. Like, I would go to school like this, and I wouldn't like dress up. I would just wear regular clothes. So yeah, she told me that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the store and see what I could do. I went to Walmart, walking down the hair aisle, and I run into a box that says at home silk press. So I'm like, okay, I got one of these before, it didn't work out, but maybe if I do it myself, it'll work out. So I grab it, come home, I read the instructions, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I start stirring it and like getting all the products together, and I'm like, this smells a little weird, but you know what, I'm still gonna go through it. I start putting it on my hair. Y'all, this was a relaxer. The box said at home silk press. It was a relaxer, y'all. It was a straight relaxer. I just put a relaxer on my natural hair, because at this point all of my relaxed, all my permed hair had fell out. So this was, all of this hair right now was natural, and a freaking perm. So at this point I'm like, what did I just do? Oh my goodness. I didn't like it, of course. My hair was thin. I didn't like how it came out. So I went back to braids, of course. I would put my hair in braids. Sometimes I would like put my hair up in buns and add like little tracks to it to make my hair look thicker, to make it look like, you know, like your girl had just voluptuous flowing hair. And yeah, so one day I was just like, you know what, my hair's already damaged, I might as well do what I want. I've always wanted, at this point in time, I always wanted to dye my hair red. Sorry, that's my pump. I always wanted to dye my hair red. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Sally Beauty's. I'm looking down the aisles. I came across a box that said like red dye for dark hair. And I'm like, boom, okay, cool. I get it. I come home, I dye my hair. Honestly, y'all, I loved how it came out. I loved, it was like, it wasn't a bright red. It was more of like a burgundy maroonish type red. It was, I loved it. It was so cute. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of it when I first dyed it. I have a picture from my prom, but you can't really see the true color of my hair in this picture. So yeah, but yeah, so I dyed my hair. At this point, I liked the way it came out, so I would just wear my hair out, and I would wear my hair in like buns. Like I said, I loved it after I dyed it. I loved the red. Didn't even care that my hair was thin. None of that. I loved the red color. The red color was so cute on me. I honestly want to dye my hair, but I'm not doing it because I'm not gonna do any more damage. I'm over damaging my hair. But anyways, so after this, for some reason, like, I wouldn't say in high school, but in middle school, people used to talk about my hair. In high school, they would say things like every now and then. It wasn't as bad as in middle school. But yeah, they definitely used to crack on my hair. They used to crack jokes, and it used to just piss me off because remember, I am in a depression. Nobody knows this though. So I'm literally in a depression and nobody knows this. I have these people talking about me. I have all this stuff going on. Like, I was in a bad place, y'all. And literally people may have seen it because my demeanor changed, but I didn't tell anybody, so it was a lot. So I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm over it. I'm about to, you get what I'm saying, your girl's about to get a sew-in. Your girl's about to get her first sew-in, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I got a sew-in. I'm like, y'all want to keep cracking these jokes. Y'all want to keep talking about my hair. I'm about to get a sew-in. Show y'all to stop playing with me. I look good. But really, that's what I was like, I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to... Bitch, don't try me. So that's what I did. At this point, I had already had a job. I was working at Winn-Dixie. So I'm like, okay, I already know my dad's going to cut me off, but I can pay for my own hair at this point. So that's exactly what I did. So literally after that first sew-in, I consistently got sew-ins, like consistently. And my thing was, like, even with the braids, I left hairstyles in for too long. So I would leave my sew-ins, my braids, I would leave those in for a minimum of 2 months. A minimum of 2 months. That I'm like, I'm not taking this out for 2 months. I'm getting my money's worth. No, I should have, no. Right when you see that a good decent amount of new growth, take it out. Because when it starts dangling and you got all this new growth, you pulling up in a ponytail. And then when you got sew-ins and it's growing and it starts getting knotted and it starts getting knotted onto the thread, and then it's hard to take out. Listen, don't do it. Don't take it from me. Let me be your example. Don't do it. So yeah. So fast forward to graduation. Graduation, it was the week of graduation. I was like, you know what? Me with my brilliant thoughts, of course. I'm like, you know what? My hair's already damaged. I already dyed it. At this point, I had dyed my hair back black. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's just do it. Your girl shaved off the side of her head. Right here. It was like, boom. It wasn't all the way back. It stopped like right here. But it was right here was shaved. Y'all are going to see the pictures. I'm going to put pictures throughout this video. I loved it, y'all. I loved it. I honestly wanted to do it again like a couple months ago. But I have worked so hard to get this side of my hair, to reach this side of my hair, and to get my hair growing. To cut it all off would just be like all of my hard work down the drain. Even though I can grow my hair back, but I'm just not gonna do it. So yeah, I shaved off my head. I got a sew-in. I looked good for graduation. Your girl looked good. Y'all are gonna see the pictures. I don't want to hear nothing. Your girl looked good. So I wore that out. I went through the ugly stage. At one point, I had started letting it grow back. I'm like, okay, I want to let it grow back. Whatever the case was. And then I was like, you know what? Here's another brilliant idea. Why don't I go even further back? So So now all of this is shaved off. I went further back. All of this, all of it, all of it was gone. I loved it. Super cute. I loved it. I wore that out. I was doing braids, I was doing sew-ins, and oh, one thing I forgot to mention, when I was in high school and I was doing sew-ins, I was doing leave out. Even at graduation I did leave out. It wasn't until I was about to turn 19. When I graduated, I was 18. So it wasn't until I was about to turn 19 that I actually started wearing closures, because I'm like, okay, the leave out hair is getting heat damage while all the rest of my hair is just healthy, and it's gonna look crazy when I do decide to wear my hair out. So I started doing closures. So at this point in time, when I was 19, I'm like, one day I was just so over it. I was over my hair. I was aggravated. There was so much stuff going on. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cut my hair off. And that's exactly what I did. I went to my friend. She was at Paul Mitchell. And I told her, I was like, listen, I just cut my hair off. It's dead. It's damaged. Just cut it all off. Cut all the damaged hair off. So you guys will see the picture of my hair. Wow. That night I cried. That night I was like, oh my goodness, why did I do this? I'm so ugly. Oh my goodness, my head is so big. I won't be able to do it. I just went off, and I called my mom. My mom ended up buying me a wig. I wore it for maybe like a couple days, and then my friend was like, oh, I have an aunt who can braid your hair. Like, she can grip your hair. So I pretty much wore braids until my hair reached a length to where I could get sew-ins, and then I started back getting sew-ins. And then it really wasn't until until my 21st birthday that I really started like actually like, okay, I'm gonna start taking care of my hair. And remind you guys, when I was, for my 21st birthday, I was pregnant. So for my 21st birthday, I got my first frontal. It was orange. I loved it. It was beautiful. I don't know her Instagram, or I do know her Instagram name. I don't know her, I don't remember her YouTube channel, but I'll leave it down below in the description box, and I'll also put it somewhere on the screen. She did my install for my birthday. If you guys need an install or anything like that, get at her, because why wouldn't you? Duh. At this point, my hair had been growing. So after my frontal, I went and got silky twist. I love the silky twist. They were neat. They were pretty, but I left them in for too long. They started getting nappy at the roots, and when I went to take them out, I've lost a lot of hair, you guys. I lost a bunch of hair, especially my edges. My edges and the middle of my hair right here got it the worst. So, and then me being a dummy, right after I got silky twist, I turned around maybe a couple weeks later and got braids, because at this point I'm pregnant, y'all. I don't want to get up. I don't want to have to play in my hair. I don't want to take 30 minutes to an hour and a half to do my hair. So I'm like, I'm getting braids, but I shouldn't have did that, because my edges suffered even more. Honestly, like, my hair was growing, but my edges really suffered, because my hair was growing from the prenatal vitamins I was taking, but then the braids I got were big and they were long. They went down to my butt, so it was just pulling out my edges, too much tension, all that stuff. So I took it out, didn't know what to do with my hair. My mom was like, oh, I know a lady that does silk presses. I went to her, y'all. The best silk press I have had to date. It stayed straight. It didn't fuzz up at all. Like, it stayed bone straight, and you guys will see in the picture, it stayed bone straight, y'all. Gave it like 10-15 minutes, drove with the windows down. Once I got to my destination, I looked and my hair was still straight, and I was like, oof. But y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did get heat damage. And then to make it even worse, I got my first silk press in March. I wore it until April, and then in April I got another silk press because I was taking family pictures. Once again, love the silk press. My hair stayed straight. but I did get heat damage. Honestly, I wasn't upset with the heat damage because it loosened my curls, and my hair just looked different. I loved the way my hair looked though with the heat damage, so I really wasn't mad at the heat damage. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I can't do any more heat, so I started wearing my own hair. I got a couple frontals, I got a couple closures, and then I would wear my hair either like this, or I would wear my hair in my little high puffs that I usually wear. I did, after getting the silk press, I want to say maybe like 5 to 6 months afterwards, I did end up straightening my hair, blow drying it and straightening it to trim my ends, and that did it for me. Like, that was like, okay, you went too far, because then at that point my curls started like disappearing. So I'm like, okay, I just messed up. But it wasn't too bad, and it was more so on the front. So the front of my hair is way thinner than the back of my hair, and the front of my hair is way shorter than the back of my hair. The back of my hair can take heat, the front of my hair can't. I don't know what's up with the front of my hair. It won't get with the program. It's annoying. But yeah, so as of right now, I have been wearing wigs. As y'all can see from my last video, I'm gonna put it up here if you want to go check in. I've been wearing my hair like this. I've been wearing my high puffs. I've been wearing pigtails. I have been trying to retain moisture, so that's my issue. My hair is very dry. Hopefully you guys can see it, but my hair is very, very dry, and my hair, I don't know what type hair I have. I know I have type 4 hair. I don't know if it's type 4A, 4B, 4C. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing the LOC method or the LCO method. I know that when I wash my hair and I get out of the shower and I don't put any products on it, my hair will dry up within 5 minutes. And my hair like soaks up products so fast. It soaks up products so fast. As of recently, I've been doing the LCO method, and it's been working a little bit. My hair will stay moisturized for a minimum of like a day and a half, and it will last up to maybe 3 days. So that's been working for me. I've been trying to incorporate new products. I've been deep conditioning every week. I've been doing protein mask once a month. I've been drinking a bunch of water. I started back taking prenatal vitamins. No, I'm not pregnant. Prenatal vitamins help your hair grow. Duh. And I also have been incorporating aloe. So my issue with, pretty much, I caused the damage of my hair on myself. It was my biggest insecurity, but I did it to myself because I wasn't taking care of my hair. So I would leave hairstyles in too long. The braids that I would get would be too tight. I would let them do my edges, which was horrible because my edges were already thin. I would get frustrated and just cut when I was taking closures out. I can't tell you how much hair I've cut out from taking closures out, from taking frontals out, from taking sew-ins out, because I'm thinking I'm cutting the thread and I'm not. It's a lot, y'all. Also dryness. I've had a lot of breakage from dryness. So that's my hair journey. Hopefully I can help somebody. Hopefully somebody finds this relatable. I have definitely come a long way when it comes to my hair. When I tell you guys my hair was my biggest insecurity, it was my biggest insecurity. I would not go anywhere unless my hair was done. And when I say done, I mean I had a sew-in. Now I'm not like that. Now, like I said, I can go out to the club like this. I can go to a bar. I can go anywhere like this and be totally fine, be totally secure with myself, know that I look good, know that your girl is... What the fuck? But if you made it to the end of the video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, please comment down below, help your girl out, give me some tips, give me some products that you guys use. Lately, the products I've been using is the Miel, I don't know if that's how you say it. I've been using Ali K Naturals, and then what my OG product, Cantu. I've always used Cantu. But let me know some products that you guys use. Let me know some products that have worked for you, have worked for keeping moisture, for retaining length, all that stuff. Drop it down below. Drop it down below. Drop it down below. Thank you. Love you guys. Until the next video.